So I've been seeing a lot of videos on discernment, and I notice in the comments that it either goes a few ways, where people are like, oh, I'm so glad I got discernment, and there's other people who think you're just being paranoid, or you just see the worst in everyone. Discernment is not paranoia or assuming that everyone is out to get you. So what is it? I'm going to try and explain it in a way that I think might make sense. So think about all the good that is happening in the world right now. Think about all the bad that is happening in the world right now. Now imagine those two things, the good and the bad, as a pair of glasses. But the lenses aren't separated. They're mixed together. One lens, good and bad, in there all at the same time. Now that's the world. That's what we're looking through every single day, whether we know it or not. Now the person without discernment is looking through the lens only seeing one side. And they believe, and genuinely believe, that if you give kindness to people, you will get kindness back. That people's intentions are mostly good, and what they present to you is actually who they are. And I'm not saying this to be mean or condescending, because really and truly, ignorance is bliss. But here's the question I want you to sit with. If kindness gets kindness back, would there be so much bad happening in the world today? Discernment is simply learning how to see both lenses, the good and the bad, and learning how to navigate through the world where both exist without being shocked by either one of them. I'm going to be honest with you, I've had discernment from a very young age because I grew up in circumstances where I had to learn it very early. So for a long time, I naively thought it was a universal thing. I thought everyone could see what I could see. And there have been times where I noticed things happen to a friend, maybe in the realms of manipulation, something that was obvious to me, and they're looking at me like, girl, stop assuming the worst in everyone. It didn't paint me in the best light. But down the line, and most of the time, they saw it too. That's when I realized that not everyone sees through the same lens, and not everyone wants to. And this is the other thing I wanted to say. Having discernment does not mean you act on everything immediately. It does not make you bulletproof, because there have been many times I have seen the signs and ignored them anyway, telling myself that I'm being sensitive or I'm overthinking, and I'll just put it to the back of my head. However, and this might sound a little bit crazy, but I used to do this thing where I would keep a mental file where every single piece of information, every moment that didn't sit right with me, I will keep it in my mental file and let the evidence gather. And when there was enough, and I mean when there was enough, that's when I knew. And this could span over years because I really did not want it to be true. The difference between discernment and paranoia is evidence. Paranoia assumes and jumps to conclusion, whereas discernment observes quietly and silently and patiently. The more mistakes I made, and I made plenty, the faster the file room got. The quicker I could read a person, read a room, read a situation. Every single mistake became a lesson, and that lesson made my discernment sharper, because discernment is a skill that you develop over time. So if you feel like you don't have it, don't worry. You're still learning to see both lenses, and life unfortunately has a way of showing them to you whether you're ready or not. The difference is being equipped to handle what you see when it does. That's discernment. That's all.